live from the nosebleed.
Yes,
It's your
sir.
motherfucking hope. You dead.
You did.
General manager, pitted it. And your boy, the franchise, $ MD, the Black Ted DiBiase.
Yes, sir.
We back in the building.
Back in the building. Yes, sir. Happy blessed
Mm-hmm.
holidays. Happy blessed holidays to the viewers, listeners.
Happy blessed holidays. By the time y'all hear this, it might not even be technically the holidays no more, but we're gonna keep the ball rolling.
For real. We still reflecting on all this good wrestling from this past year.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, especially the women's division too. Women's division been on something.
Oh yeah, man. The women's division, they've been loco for sure.
Uh,
They've been
for
definitely
real.
loco.
For real. But I think my issue is it's been with the tag belts. Like like it's been towards the end of the year, and I feel like the AEW women's tag division is far better than WWE's right now.
Yeah, AEW's women's tag division, for it to be small, is something special right now.
Yeah, like even
You got
that took me alone was good.
yeah, you got the Babes of Wrath, you got Tony Storm and Mina. You know what I'm saying? You got Marina Shafir. You got Lady Bang over there. You know what I'm saying? They tag team division is small, but you know what I'm saying. They so special. You even got Athena teaming up with Mercedes over there. Number one contenders at World's End for the tag title. So yeah, man, it's looking pretty good over there, man. But it got me all in my bag. What got me fucked up point blank period is the War Games match. With the women, Scott Blue is my new baby mother now. I'm respecting her, you know what I'm saying? Whenever she ready, you damn big, I'll try to be Scott Blue. Seeing her like that was just turned me on. Like, yeah, this woman is amazing. Like, I can hang out with her. She's down for bar fights or whatever, what have you. But respectively, all the women they went hard in that War Games match, and I feel like when the women tried to pull it off in the WWE, this shit really just looked unacceptable in so many ways. Like, this is the type of shit y'all trying to pull off. You know what I'm saying? Compared to what just happened, this is definitely unacceptable. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I felt like with WWE's War Games compared to the Blood and Guts, the women's Blood and Guts, I think they definitely they lacked the storytelling. I felt like they're more so treating it like a spectacle with the spots. What I call it the spot fest. A lot of the
Yeah,
OGs refer to it as the spot fest.
yeah,
Because even the EO Sky spot, that was probably the most cringeworthy part of the match, where it was like we show from the fan view. Like I saw like cameras of the fan view angle of like
right.
inside the stadium, and it's like
Mm-hmm.
everybody waiting on that one spot. It looked bad compared to then when you look at Blood and Guts. The storytelling going into Blood and
Mm-hmm.
Guts, like it was almost every woman, all the women in that cage they had some type of rivalry going on, some type of beef going on.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can
it was
dig that, man.
yeah, it was just layers upon layers of storytelling. At the time, you had Statlander and Mercedes Monet. You know what I mean? You had Tony Storm going after Marina Shafir. You just had layers upon layers.
Yeah. And see, I mean, when it comes to the women's war games, I mean, when it comes to Io Sky, which I love Io Sky, formerly known as Io Shirai, that's a bad motherfucker, man. You know what I mean? I mean, wrestling wise, look wise, she checks off all the boxes besides being able to speak the English on an American circuit that's prime time. But her doing that dive, that shit was expected. Everybody expected it. Everybody looked forward to it because when she's in the cage, that's what she does. She put a trash can on her head and she hits a flip or a dive. You know what I mean? So we look forward to it. We expected it, but it's like how many times is that going to be the highlight of a woman's cage match? How many times is that going to be something that we depend on to see? You know what I'm saying? Okay, we see that. No disrespect to you, but she already pulled it off. What else we gonna do? And I mean, I understand its limitations because we in WWE and we dealing with safety hazards. And after Mick Foley did what he did, don't want to ever do shit like that again. I get it. So y'all might not want to do these matches then,
yeah,
because you're gonna really have to, go a little overboard, really, to just get that shot value. Just for the
yeah,
fans to say, oh, you know what I mean? When you got one company doing everything we want them to do, and then you want to do what you want to do, but make it seem like you're gonna do better than what they did with the match that actually you own per se. It just kind of makes you look a little bad, Makes the fans feel conflicted. Like, this is what you made me pay to watch, but I can watch Dynamite for free.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think
But I
that's
gotta pay to watch these war games for Survivor Series.
I think what everything you just summarized, I feel like it's described in that one meme I sent you where it was like the side by side, like they had Becky Lynch up against the cage
Yeah.
versus Marina Shafir stepping on some glass,
Oh man.
using her feet as a
Yeah.
weapon.
Right. Like, come on, you shouldn't even put that side by side, little brother. Like, I don't know what they were thinking. Like, you got Roddy Strong. I like to call it Miss Strong. You got Roddy Strong wife using her feet with tape on the bottom of them, and she's sticking glass in the bottom of her feet to stab another person with them when she kick them. You know what I mean? So it's like, that ain't nothing compared to what Becky and them had going on in that cage. That shit is a whole outrage. It's preposterous. It's ludicrous. You know what I'm saying? It's bullshit. You know what I mean? It's
hey,
disrespectful to the wrestling business. You know what I mean?
hey, hey, according to
Yeah.
Becky Lynch, man, she is the greatest female athlete of all time.
Shit, I mean, if you want to be entertaining, we can discuss this, because I would like to see how you really feel about that person. I mean, I know you're making fun of it, you're making a mockery out of it, but how would you really feel about this? Because there's been so many women that put down, you know what I mean, all sorts of walks of life. I mean, how do you really, really, really feel about that?
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like honestly, I feel like WWE overall, a women's division. I think they need to step it up a little bit. I feel like they got too reliant on just a few women in that division, like the Rhea Ripley's, the Io Skies. I feel like they got too reliant on certain women on the roster versus utilizing all women. I feel like
Hmm.
even with AEW see every woman kind of showcased on the roster relatively,
Hmm.
and they all got a story going on. They all got like something happening.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah,
I
like
just
even with
look at
the
it like, not to cut you off. Go ahead.
oh, you good? I was mentioning you just made me think about it just now. Like with WWE, like they got the women's United States Championship. Like that wasn't
Yeah.
utilized for the longest up until Chelsea Green. They decided to put it back on Chelsea Green.
So the only reason the women's IC title was utilized because they gave it to Becky, and Becky was running around with it. But she legitimized it, though. No matter if I like her or not, she legitimized it. I like Becky. I just don't like Becky, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? I believe she's an incredible wrestler, not just a female wrestler. She's an incredible wrestler, good on the mic, good wrestler. She's money. I thought she was money way before she was actually money. Now that she became money and she got that John Cena effect on me, before he retired, that means I just don't care for her as much, because she already over, she already getting her bread, she already in movies, she's already something special, she's already a legend. But as far as being like the best women's wrestler of all time, she's not even better than Charlotte Flair. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Bailey still got to, scratch and claw to be considered, but Mercedes Monet right now, the proof in the pudding. She's the best women's wrestler alive,
facts.
without a
Yeah,
shadow of a doubt. And up next under her is Athena. Athena
yeah,
been the Ring Honor World Champion for like 3, 4 years.
right.
You know what I'm
That
saying? So,
right. Oh no, I was just about to. I was just feeling what you were saying, man. Honestly, I don't get the Mercedes Monet hate.
oh
I
man,
feel
she
like
gonna get hate because, I mean, respectfully, I ain't trying to make this a whole race car, but I gotta address the elephant in the room. She's gonna get hate because she's black.
mm,
She's African American, so she's gonna
yeah,
get hate. you
yeah,
know. And then they're gonna always throw in, well, she used to wrestle for WWE, and she's this, she's that, and she's Snoop's cousin, and blah blah blah. They're gonna throw in a million and one excuses to not include her talent, her athleticism, her work ethic, how hard she worked, the sleepless nights. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Her in ring ability, her mic skills. They're not going to discuss none of that. They just going to discuss everything else that's not important because she's successful, and that's what
yeah,
pisses me off. You know, if this was Charlotte Flair, respectfully, and I love Charlotte. If this was Charlotte Flair, we wouldn't be dealing with that type of shit. They would be looking for Charlotte to win 20 more belts.
yeah.
But we can't see Mercedes with this many belts. It's insane. Because for one, they say she's not that good and she's this and she's that and she's this. Let me tell you something. 90% of the women wrestling in the WWE could not have traveled to New Japan and won a championship and defended it. Could have not went to see Mel, traveled there to Mexico and won a championship and defended it. It wouldn't have happened. You dig what I'm saying? Let alone go to AEW and do the same thing at other companies alone. So, all the hate that Mercedes get, it's just gonna come with the territory. When you great, you just gonna get hate. You see how that shit ran? You know what I mean? When you great, you gonna get hate. It's just how it is.
No, you're right. Because I feel like out of the four horsewomen in the last 10 years, I feel like Mercedes is probably the most successful.
Yeah, man, and I sat back and thought about Bailey one day. Bailey had some great runs, as world women's champion and all that, what have you, you know what I'm saying? But it's like right now, I feel like if Bailey keep turning up, you know what I'm saying, she can surpass all of them. But Becky just had more chances. Charlotte was already at the top, in my opinion, and Mercedes, she was already at the top, but she stayed at the top by leap.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? If she never would have left, she wouldn't even be at the top. Like she's like surpassed all of them. You got Charlotte in the women's tag team division, like how we started out the women's tag team division. Now her and Alexa Bliss, I like this shit. I must admit, I like their tag team because Charlotte is a thumper. She gonna rumble. Alexa Bliss is a thumper. She gonna rumble every time. Both these little motherfuckers. I mean, both these motherfuckers are rumbers. When I said little motherfucker, I'm really thinking about Alexa Bliss. Both of them is rumbers. You know what I'm saying? So they can depend on each other to beat somebody ass to fuck somebody up. That's
right,
guaranteed. But at the same time, when it comes to being equal and having egos, if one get a title shot for another belt, things will change. So as long as they're able to stay unified and stay a tag team, I think they'll be successful. But if not, things will definitely change. If one get a shot for like the IC title, the US title, or one of the world titles, that tag team ain't gonna last long. And I can't stand tag teams like that. Them Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold Steve Austin tag teams because you be in love with the dream teams. But
right,
then the dream teams only last like 2 or 3 minutes. As soon as you fall in love with them and start getting used to them, that's when they become no more.
right. Yeah, it's like the Hollywood Bronze effect.
hmm Just
Like
when you
soon,
start getting used to these motherfuckers, man. So it's when you start liking them.
nah, for
And they
real.
start rubbing off on you. You know what I mean?
For real. I ain't gonna lie. I think going into next year, the team that needs to take the women's tag belts in WWE should be Last Legend and Nia Jax.
Oh yeah, that team is nice. I like that team. They're I'm trying to figure out the best word. Like it's definitely a juggernaut of a team, and I believe they're going to be very successful. But this is another dream team situation. You feel me? I don't know how long they're going to be a team. Like I don't. My expectations is not high with them on the road because I don't know how long they're going to last.
Right.
I can see Nia Jax becoming jealous of Last Legend if Lash gets a push that everybody says she's going to get next
No, you're right. No, they definitely got that resemblance of what Bianca and Jade Cargill was doing.
year. Yeah, I mean, even Bailey and Talia, and even Bailey and what's her name? Help me out, Vicarious,
Yeah, Lyra Valkyria.
Laura Vicaria. Even Bailey and Laura Vicaria, they got a good tag team situation going on, but it's like a dream team situation. There's no real women's tag teams. All of them are put together. You come up with belts, but there's no real women's tag teams. Like the thing is, they gotta have at least 4 teams in the women's division that can focus on just being teams and not split up by WrestleMania.
Right, right.
You did.
Nah, I can dig it.
Like who do we depend on? So all the only team we can really depend on from the look of it is the Kabuki Warriors. And the Judgment Day, they've been dependable, but they've been switching up. Just as soon as that's what I'm saying about these green teams. As soon as I got used to Raquel and Roxanne, now Liv Morgan is hanging out with Roxanne. You know what I'm saying? Raquel trying to go for the belt, and I don't blame her. She deserves it. That's big mommy cool. I'm feeling that shit. I swear to God. But I'm like, I just got used to her in the tag team division. So it kind of like, throws me for a loop in a way because now I got to see if Liv and Roxanne gonna work. Wish they could, but because they're thumpers. But at the same time, man, that's not Liv. Liv try to be world champion. And speaking of women, like I really want to speak on this WrestleMania situation with this commercial. Last but not least, I know, what I'm saying.
The infamous Las Vegas commercials.
The infamous Las Vegas commercial, man. Like, there's a few women that's not in this commercial.
Yeah, speak on it.
I mean, for starters, the WWE World Women's Champion of Raw is not in it. Stephanie McMahon is not in it.
That's kind of wild.
Bianca Belair is not in it. Bayley's not in it. You know what I'm saying? Alexa Bliss is not in it. Is she?
Wait, I gotta
I
remember.
didn't see Alexa Bliss. I didn't see Bayley. I didn't see Bianca Belair. I didn't see Trinity. I know she's pregnant, so she's going to get a pass. You know what I'm saying? And I did not see Stephanie McMahon, a current WWE Women's Champion of Raw.
It's a trip.
That's number one.
It's a trip. Stephanie McMahon it isn't in it, but Liv Morgan's in it.
Yeah, how the fuck Liv creep up in the eating olive? Where the fuck that come from? When the fuck that happened?
Hey, at least Jade's in it.
Okay, I ain't mad at that. But the point is, the Stephanie McMahon's occurred with the champion of Raw, and she got in it. She probably had more success than any of them chicks in that commercial, including Jade.
I think that commercial. I think about it. It's kind of brought up the topic we was bringing up a little bit earlier, a little bit ago. Like just how WWE keeps utilizing the same people, utilizing the same women in the main storyline, in the main
Yeah,
roster storyline. And basically, that the commercial, both the men and women's commercial, kind of told you what's going to happen going into WrestleMania next year. Like who gonna be the
yeah,
main players involved?
yeah. This is true. And in a hellified way, it definitely did. You know.
Yeah, yeah. Because I'm like, why would you have these women in the commercial if they're not gonna be on the card?
Yeah, I'm tripping on why Stephanie McMahon is not in this commercial.
I mean, I think that's the
You
other
know what I'm saying?
elephant in the room. They got these great international superstars, but they
And I'm
but
not
the
taking
but the
nothing.
but the language barrier.
Yeah, that's what I'm not. EO is EO in it.
I mean, I think EO's in the commercial.
Okay, EO's in. I damn near forgot as soon as you brought up language barrier because I could just remember Charlotte, Jade, fucking Becky, Rhea, and Liv.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I don't know.
all right, respectfully, I respect these women, but it's a lot more women putting in work.
Yeah, and I think probably from a marketability standpoint, like at this point, the last 4 or 5 years, EO Sky has been one of the main women on the roster that's been
Yeah, I
putting
mean,
in
she
work.
got to be top 10 best in the world as
And
far
she
as
kind of
women's
got
wrestling.
and she kind of got the little catchphrase going, like kind of like similar to RVD when she points at herself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
it definitely works for her.
she got that marketability.
Yeah, she got the smile. It definitely works for her for sure.
And I think that's the biggest barrier too is the marketability. If they
Yeah,
find you marketable, you definitely get pushed every time.
you're gonna be looking like motherfucking Maxine motherfucking Dupree, the Intercontinental Champion. And with all due respect, she can rumble, but it's like she already had the looks. So once you learn how to fight, you basically Tiffany Stratton.
Right,
Once you learn how to wrestle with Tiffany Stratton, she's bad. But what makes Tiffany Stratton badder to me is that she knows how to wrestle. I watched a lot of her matches before I even thought about, critiquing her. And I said, you know what? No matter how I feel, she can wrestle. I always felt like she was like a better version of Trish Stratus.
right.
be told. Like when she beat Jade, I wasn't surprised the first time. You know what I'm saying? When I seen that at SummerSlam, I wasn't surprised. I was like, yeah, this was supposed to happen.
Nah, you're right.
You know.
Which that's another interesting question. What's gonna happen with Tiffany Stratton? I mean, when she got squashed by Jade the way she did.
Shit, man, I don't know how current this footage is, but I just seen some on WrestleMania where she looked like she got and broke her neck falling off a ladder, falling outside the wrestling ring.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know if that's current or what, but if that's current, then boy, who knows? But if it's not current, man, she just gotta win a, she gotta win the women's Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
That's what she's going to do.
That or
And that's what they all
she have to
going
win
to
Money
do.
in the Bank.
That's what they all going to do because the WrestleMania is definitely looking like Bianca gonna come back and either win the Royal Rumble or win the women's elimination chamber, and she's gonna face Jade. You know, if they change their mind, and Stephanie McCare, her beefing with Nikki Bella and Raquel right now, it's only a matter of time before Liv Morgan get involved with that picture. You know what I'm saying? And then we can't keep out AJ Lee. AJ Lee
Yeah.
didn't come back and not be champion, you know.
Yeah, that's kind of wild. AJ Lee definitely see her winning some gold next year.
Forever, she tried to get the best of bads, cause Shorty worked her Taylor's over, what pisses me off. But hang it out there, Chicago niggas. You know what I'm saying? That show where Chuck Taylor's over, she wear bands. I'm like, hold on, why she so popping up in the Darby Allin shoe? You know what I'm saying? Homie, don't play that, man. Get back to your gimmick. Get back to how you had it. You can play ball, you know what I mean?
And then what happened to the Chucks?
Yeah.
Nah,
So
nah,
shit, man, my bad.
oh, you good? Nah, yeah, nah, I was just saying, repeating again. I definitely see her winning some gold. I'm not sure which. I feel like they may go with the IC title. And since Becky got a rematch with Maxine Dupree, I feel like Becky could probably gonna win it back.
Yeah, man, shit. I definitely believe Becky gonna win that strap back, you know. And as far as the Women's United States Championship, I have absolutely no idea what they're gonna do with it. But as long as Chelsea Green got it, I don't give a fuck. I'm happy. She's a great champion. Hell, she's great. She's hot. She's the shit.
Yeah, it's
Shout
like
out to Matt Cardona, you know what I mean? So as long as she got the Women's United States title, I don't give a fuck.
for real. I feel like hey, she may be the next heavyweight champion going into the end of next year. I could see her winning Money in the Bank or something next year. Yeah, if they smart with the money.
I agree. That's a big smart with the buddy.
Nah,
Very smart with the buddy. It might not even play out in their favor. Now we got to shout out the Ring of Honor Women's Division. We got to shout out the TNA Women's Division. And we got to shout out, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? The NXT Women's Division. Did I say that already? Ring of Honor Women's Division. And the
TNA.
TNA Knockouts. And we definitely got to shout out NXT Women's Division. That might be my favorite women's division besides AEW, NXT.
Definitely, most
Shout out to
definitely.
motherfucking Jada Parker. I love
Oh
her, baby, man.
yeah. See, man, we gonna have problems with the Yeet man.
Hey, man, hey, look, we gonna start no rumors, man. We gonna start no rumors on that note, man. Live from the nosebleed. You know, fuck that bitch Becky Lynch. I'm saying, long as it goes, and shit, I'm your host, man, just pick. We got your other illustrious host, you know what I'm saying? The franchise, the Black J
Yes,
DiBiase, big money, MD dollar sign, you know what I mean?
yes, sir.
Episode 3, focusing on the women's division and women's wrestling. And we out this bitch.
Yes, sir.
Nosebleeds.